Joe Eskenazi, senior editor, San Francisco Magazine. People are always excited to find out you're a journalist. It's like telling somebody that, you get the same reaction as if you said you worked at the zoo, or you do high-rise construction, or jobs that are perceived as exciting and out of the ordinary, and that don't have a routine. So people, when you talk to people and people find out you're a journalist, they do tend to get excited, and they do tend to, it's not quite like the old commercials where everyone leans in to get the investment advice from, I think, Smith Barney or something like that. But people do tend to realize that if you're talking about something, you ostensibly ought to have some knowledge of what you're talking about. As that said, people, we're entering into what almost feels like a post-factual society. People have never been able to elude, the facts with more ease, or just brush it aside. It's never been easier to disregard, the work that we do.
My name is Jessica Christian, and I'm the photo editor with the San Francisco Examiner. I feel like these days, most of the people I feel like journalism right now is in the spotlight mostly because of the elections. And I feel like people have a negative connotation when it comes to media or mainstream media. They feel like they are twisting the words or kind of framing it in different ways that aren't truthful or anything like that when it comes to the overall of journalism. I mean, from the elections to like everything happening with police brutality, there's just a lot of negative things in the media. But I like to think that it's not like that, but that's usually the opinion of the public. At the Examiner, we're a smaller newspaper and we're kind of more independent. So we have the freedom to kind of write more controversial and call out the politicians and things like that. So we're able to kind of show people that we're not kind of run by any corporation or not trying to frame it any way politically. So for my newspaper in particular, I feel like we do pretty good. We do justice to the people, like the community, and calling out the politicians, being kind of a watchdog for them. And it's definitely noticed by the public or our readers for the most part. So that's a good thing for us.
Putting in a lot of money.
Hi, my name is Cesar Alexander. I am a journalist. I am a former radio host for Cesar Alexander's late night show on KSSU, Sacramento State student-run radio. I don't want to be put in a box, and that's what a lot of people do when they find out I'm a journalist. They assume I'm just writing the same thing that everybody else is writing. And of course, I fall into the stereotype that I'm doing nothing with my life, and I'm just like writing a book that's never going to be written or never going to be published. And I feel like writers get that negative perspective from the outside world. As cheesy as it sounds, Superman and Spider-Man, like, you can be a superhero and at the same time be like a journalist. I don't know what it is about it. It's just like the fact that you can live more than one life as a journalist. And I feel like many journalists are like, yeah, I'm a writer, but I also do this on the side.
I resent that. Slander is spoken. In print, it's libel.
I think for the real journalists out there who are doing it because they enjoy it, it definitely is cracked up to what it is. Getting access that other people don't get. So yeah, definitely, I'm very happy with the career choice that I made. I don't want to work for a newspaper. And I know it's like everyone says it's a dying industry, but it's not actually dying, it's killing itself because there's nothing that's innovative about it, as far as I've seen.